Hi, I'm Joe with Electro Southeast. Today we're going to take a look at the Electro CS700 Milkshake machine. We're going to assemble it, sanitize it, show the operation of the machine, cleaning, and disassembly. Ready? Let's begin. So to begin assembly, we need to make sure that we have our food grade lubricant. Any food grade lubricant with the NSF logo will be just fine for this job. What we want to do is start with our main auger system. Here we can see the shaft where the rear seal lines up with the shaft. We're just going to put a little bit of lube on there so we can get good smooth action for this rear seal. This rear seal has a double gasket, one on each side. It can go on this way or this way and it'll function the same. If yours only has a single gasket, make sure that the gasket is facing the rear of the machine. We're also going to lube the front of this auger. So after this beater is assembled, we're going to have it inside of the front white bushing, and that will allow it to ride smoothly on this bearing. And now we're just going to put it in the faceplate. Okay, so now we're ready to put the beater inside the machine. For this, we are going to take our blades and put them on the outside. Our blades are always going to be flat on the outside, and we're going to look at this point and check the edges and make sure that we don't have any wear. If we have more than about 5/16 of a lip on the end of this, we're going to have to replace these blades. You'll notice because these sit completely flat, except for the very edges where they wear with the barrel. You can't put these on backwards. If you tried to put them on upside down, it would not fit in the machine. Okay, so let's put this in. It's always easiest to put this into the machine vertically because it gives support to the back, so it'll line up with the rear. There we go. And then just twist it in place. Now we have our head assembly to put together. We're going to start with our main door O-ring. Snaps right on there. We're just going to give it a little bit of lube so it'll slide. We don't need a lot, but we just need enough that it'll slide on and off of that machine easily. And to look at it from the front, we are going to add our plunger. The plunger has two O-rings. Those are both on. Again, we're going to apply lubrication to these O-rings and all the space in between. And this will allow the plunger to slide up and down smoothly without making it very difficult for us to pull that handle. Okay, it's in place. Make sure our white bushing is on the front. What this white bushing does is it stops this beater from bouncing around within its housing, and it won't scar up the barrel at all. There is a lip on the front of this bearing, or bushing, so we want to make sure it lines up with the faceplate. And when it slides in there, it's easier to put on here first rather than putting it on there. So the door will slide right on. Got our two rocking screws, and if you see, I put them both on together, and I kind of twist them evenly so that the door slides on evenly. Okay, now that the door is assembled, we have our handle that goes on the front, and you'll see that there is a groove in the back half of this plunger. That's the groove that this handle is going to slide into, so we're going to turn that groove toward the back of the machine, slide that handle in. This is an optional mixer. You may or may not have this with your machine. If you have the mixer, it will slide in to here, and if you don't have the mixer, you're going to have a steel block that fits into the same hole with the same cutouts. So for this one, we have the mixer. We're just going to slide it down in place, and it locks in place. So right there. We have our pin And this pin is the plunger pin. It's what pushes the plunger back down. It also tells the machine when the plunger's pulled. There's a little white button on the top of the machine. We're going to push up against that button, and it goes right in on the top of the plunger there. There's our locking pin. It locks the whole assembly together. And right now the whole bottom is fully assembled, so now we can work on the top. Easiest part is our float magnet. This just tells the machine when we're low on mix. When that's all the way at the bottom, this light will flash. And then we have our mix feed tube. So the mix feed tube, we have two larger gaskets and one smaller gasket. The two larger gaskets are going to go on the outside of the metal part of the mix feed tube. The smaller one's going to go on the plastic. Just a word of note, when you can see through the top hole, that means that the mix feed tube is open. If you turn it sideways, that means the mix feed tube is closed and will no longer allow mix to fall down into the machine. For night operations, you would leave it closed. For day operations, you would leave it in the open. Okay, so we can put this up top. We're not actually going to put it in the hole in the top of the machine, we're just going to set it in the top for now. And now we're ready for sanitizing.